It began the way most internet firestorms do, softly, almost unnoticed, before detonating into something no one could control. A short video appeared late at night, uploaded by an anonymous account with no caption, no context, no warning. Just a few seconds of footage. That was all it took. Within moments, fans knew exactly who they were looking at. Sam Wan and Caitriona Balfe, standing far closer than anyone had ever seen him before, suspended in a moment so intimate it felt almost intrusive. At first, viewers brushed it off. A behind-the-scenes joke. An out-of-context edit. Maybe even an elaborate fan creation. But as the clip spread, doubt gave way to certainty. This wasn't fake. The lighting matched a real Outlander set. The costumes were unmistakably authentic. And the silence between them, thick, deliberate, emotionally charged, was something no edit could manufacture. What stunned fans most wasn't anything Sam or Caitriona said. It was what they didn't say. For several long seconds, there was no dialogue at all. Just stillness. Sam's hand hovered near Caitriona's arm, close enough to feel intentional, yet restrained, as if he stopped himself at the last possible moment. Caitriona looked up at him with an expression fans struggled to name. Vulnerability, longing, something quieter and deeper than either. Then the realization hit like a shockwave. This wasn't a candid moment. It was a deleted scene, filmed, edited, and deliberately removed before it ever aired. The fandom erupted. Screenshots flooded every platform. Fans dissected the clip frame by frame, analyzing eye contact, posture, even breathing. Some noticed how Sam leaned in, lowering his voice though microphones were clearly rolling. Others pointed out that Caitriona's reaction didn't feel scripted at all. It looked instinctive, raw, unprotected. And everywhere, the same question echoed: why was this never shown? As more details surfaced, longtime viewers recognized the setting. The scene appeared to belong to a pivotal season already overflowing with emotional weight. Outlander had never avoided intimacy, so why cut this? Some argued it was simply too powerful. Others believed it crossed a line, blurring the boundary between character and actor in a way the show had never allowed. This didn't feel like Jamie and Claire. It felt like Sam and Caitriona. Then came the whispers. An anonymous former crew member hinted that the scene had caused unusual tension during post-production. When the footage was reviewed, the room reportedly went silent. No one spoke for a long moment. And then, quietly, someone said it might be better left unseen. That single remark sent fans spiraling. There was nothing overtly physical about the moment. No kiss, no embrace. Yet the emotional closeness was undeniable. Sam's eyes never left Caitriona's face. When she swallowed hard, as if steadying herself, he mirrored the motion without realizing it. The kind of unconscious synchronization that only happens when two people are deeply attuned to one another. For many viewers, it felt uncomfortably real. Theories exploded. Some believed the scene was cut to preserve the narrative, fearing it would overshadow everything that followed. Others thought it was removed to protect the actors themselves. After years of speculation about their chemistry, airing a moment like this could have reignited rumors production had worked hard to keep separate from the story. And then there was the theory that unsettled people most: what if the scene was cut because it revealed something the audience was never meant to see? Old interviews resurfaced. Sam had once mentioned a scene that never made it. Caitriona had hinted that some moments were too private to share, even with viewers. At the time, those comments seemed harmless. Now, they felt loaded. As the clip continued to circulate, reactions shifted from excitement to unease. Some fans admitted they felt like intruders. Others couldn't stop watching, drawn to the honesty of the moment. It didn't feel like television. It felt like witnessing something never meant for public eyes. Within hours, the original account vanished. Copyright claims wiped the video from major platforms, but it was too late. Copies were everywhere. And still, neither Sam nor Caitriona spoke. Their silence only amplified the noise. What emerged next wasn't a statement. It was a story from behind the scenes, one that finally explained why the scene was cut and what happened in the room when that decision was made. According to multiple sources close to production, the choice had nothing to do with pacing or technical issues. It was emotional. When the footage played in full, something felt different. Not wrong, just intensely real. The silence stretched. People shifted uncomfortably. And finally, someone said what everyone felt: this doesn't feel like a scene anymore. The moment went beyond scripted intimacy. It risked pulling viewers out of the story entirely. Instead of seeing characters, they might see two people who had shared years of trust, exhaustion, laughter, and vulnerability. That was the line production refused to cross. One editor reportedly called it beautiful but dangerous. Not because it broke rules, but because it broke illusions. The final decision wasn't about fear. It was about preservation. What shocked fans later was learning how Sam and Caitriona responded. There was no argument, no protest. Caitriona reportedly nodded, exhaled, and said quietly, "Yeah, I get it." Sam said even less. He simply agreed, as if he already knew the moment belonged somewhere private. With that context, everything changed. What once felt scandalous now felt sacred. The intimacy wasn't about romance, it was about trust. About two people allowing themselves to be fully present, knowing the moment might never be shared. Fans began noticing how Sam and Caitriona changed after that season. Their chemistry didn't fade, it deepened, quieter, more grounded, rooted in something unspoken. The clip itself eventually disappeared, buried under takedowns and time. But its impact lingered. It revealed something rare: restraint, respect, emotional intelligence, a reminder that the most powerful moments aren't always the ones shown. That scene wasn't deleted by accident. It was never aired because it was never meant to belong to anyone else. And that is why, years later, the story still refuses to fade. Not because of scandal, rumors, or what the clip might have proven, but because of what it chose to protect. In an industry built on exposure, where every glance is dissected and every silence monetized, this was a rare act of restraint. A moment where everyone involved, actors, editors, producers, decided that not everything powerful needs to be seen to be felt. The deleted scene became a quiet legend, whispered about but never fully revealed, a reminder that some connections lose their meaning the instant they are explained. Fans eventually stopped asking for the clip to resurface. Instead, they began to appreciate the space around it, the choice, the pause, the unseen weight it carried. The absence itself became part of the story. In the end, the most enduring truth wasn't hidden in the footage, but in the decision to let it go. Because what made that moment unforgettable was not how close Sam and Caitriona stood, or how long the silence lasted, but the understanding that followed. Some moments don't belong to the audience. They belong to the people who lived them. And perhaps that's why, even now, long after the clip vanished, it still lingers in the collective memory. Not as proof of anything, but as a testament to something far rarer in entertainment: knowing when to step back, close the door, and let a beautiful, fragile truth remain exactly where it was meant to stay.